1978 was my first year here, and I was a walk-on. I came from, actually sat out a year and came here and figured if I was going to play anymore, I wanted to play for Augie Garrido, who was the guy at the time. And my experiences at Fullerton is a credit to him and the life lessons I learned through his coaching and his using baseball to really communicate life skills. And Augie was a great inspiration. The team, the school, you know, at that time we didn't have these kind of facilities. We changed out in the parking lot. You know, we had no stands. It was very few fans. We were lucky if we had 40, 50 people there. Parents didn't even come and support their kids at that time. No travel ball, you know, you played every sport. It was a different world back then. The technology didn't exist today, but the experiences winning the national championship in '79 were just off the chart for me. It was definitely the highlight of my athletic career. And when I got done here, I went to Italy and played a couple of years in Italy baseball. And from there, I went into the real estate business and came back and started coaching and tried to support the school as much as I can over the years. Yeah, I think the bond really, you know, naturally every time you succeed and win a championship, there's a special bond there. But despite that, it was really what Augie was about with treating kids, no matter how good they were, the team concept. The team's concept of Titan baseball is the single most important asset that developed championships. And we didn't get the best players. A lot of the players were going to USC at that time, who dominated baseball. And Arizona State was right there. And we kind of had all the leftovers of guys that had a passion for the game. And Augie knew how to bring everybody together, and when he'd find issues, personality conflicts amongst the team and issues, he always got them cleaned up pretty quick, and he was pretty intimidating. So that brought us closer together because it took the ego out of the game, and you just played the game, and everybody had a role, and we fulfilled our roles, and some of them were superstars and played in a long time in the big leagues. We only had one, Tim Wallach, and from there it was just a bunch of guys that loved the game and learned to love it more with the way Augie taught the game. And it just grows on you. But those are special moments that you never lose with your teammates. And that's how you know, we've stayed, our relationships have been close over the years. Well, you know, one of the things he'd do when we didn't swing, you know, he was a big, we didn't teach hitting. There was no technology, no video, so hitting was all about timing, wasn't about a lot of mechanics. So the mechanics were secondary to seeing the ball and hitting the ball. The drills, one of the things that he used to do, and it didn't happen very often because the '79 team was an exceptional team hitting the ball. I mean, between home runs and on-base percentage and everything, if you look at the statistics, it's pretty off the charts here. And one of the drills he'd do is he'd eephus pitch his balls. He'd pitch from home plate up against the screen, and we'd hit into the screen. And if we hit balls in the air, we had to run. Those were little things that were hitting lessons that we did to get us to be patient, let the ball get to us, and get our timing back. And he was about mental stuff. You know, the physical stuff and the fundamentals we worked on, but it's the mental parts of the game that really separate the success and the weaknesses of teams. Making bad decisions and not really playing the game with a passion of anticipating the ball versus reacting to the ball, you know. And that was, there was a number of things. I think the running is what feared us most. It was a time at Orange Coast College We went undefeated in '79. We were 62 or 3-0. Didn't lose a game during the whole winter. That's when we played every day, which you guys can't relate to because the NCAA took that away from you. And we played about 60-some games in the winter, and we were undefeated in the winter. Most of those were against junior college teams. But there was a time at Orange Coast where we thought we played well because we beat them, and we were on the line running after the game. And we ran until the sun went down and dark until everybody was getting sick. And that was our biggest fear of not focusing. Our practices were short. We never had long practices, 2 hours max. In and out, done. But if we didn't focus, it wasn't a good thing. And it wasn't about quantity, it was about quality participation and your focus, whether you're doing bunting defense or you know, hitting skills or whatever took place at that time. Well, I had an opportunity to come back with Augie in '91 as the hitting coach and the catching coach. And we had that first year at Amherst Park as what we used as a facility while they were building this park. And it was a challenge because Amherst Park, as you know, the facilities were very poor there. And of course our facilities weren't a whole lot better with the old fields here. And moving through the years with Augie and him coming back and my involvement with the kids was probably the highlight of my non-playing days. The relationships that I built through playing here and then coaching here, I still have a lot of those relationships today because I represent a lot of those guys in financial investments that played here. The Kotze, Nevin, Giambi, Mike Lamb was here, a number of other guys that participated in those years. And those relationships is what brings out all the guys today at the Alumni Game, and it's something we've kind of missed for the past 15 years here. When Augie left, the relationships didn't continue to grow like they're growing today. And I coach with Hookie and George, and it was Augie and myself. And what Hookie's done and the things he's doing, I commend him, and it's exciting, and it's really great to see the things that are going on this year.